Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine and having good health. Today we have the lecture number 17, that is from Fundamentals of Chemistry, and the topic we have it is molecular ion and the free radical. So let's have a look at what does mean by the molecular ion and free radical. So basically, when talking about the molecular ion, it is related to the formation of the ion. As in the previous lesson, we have learned about the chemical species chemical species, and these chemical species are as known as ions, and ions are when an atom is going to lose or gain the electron, then the resulting species is known as the ion. But on the other hand, when we are talking about the molecular ion, then in it, when a molecule is going to lose or gain the electrons, then the resulting species is known as the molecular ion. So simple as the word is denoting molecular ion means when molecules changes into ions, then they are known as the molecular ions. So we have two categories. They may lose the electrons or they may gain the electrons. So molecules can lose and can gain the electrons and they will be changes into their respective molecular ions. Okay. Next we have the types of the molecular ions. So the first type of molecular ion is known as the cationic molecular ion. So the word cationic is denoted as the positive charge. So when a molecule is simply going to lose the electron, then the resulting species is known as the cationic molecular ion. And we have a lot of examples related to the cationic molecular ions. For example, when the methane is going to lose electrons, then it is going to form CH4 positive. Then we have helium, it is having positive charge, it is a molecular ion. We have nitrogen, N2, it is having positive charge, so it is the example of cationic molecular ion. Now, how the molecular ions are formed? So basically, when we are going to talk about the molecular ions, it is going to be happen in the gas discharge tube, which is having the cathode part and the another part is anode part. So cathode rays that are going to travel from cathode and towards the anode. Here the formation of molecular ions is going to be happen. So the formation of molecular ions takes place in the gas discharge tube, in which the electrons have been excluded or the gases may undergo the process of ionization. So when gases undergo the process of ionization, here the formation of the ions, and these ions are known as basically the molecular ions. Next we have the second type of molecular ion, that is anionic molecular ion. As the word is showing, anionic mean it is anions and anions having negative charge. So when the molecules simply gain the electrons, gain the electrons, then they are going to form the molecular or the anionic molecular ions. So anionic moleculars have basically the charge over there, it is negative charge. So when a molecule loses the electron, it forms the cations, and when a molecule gains the electron, it carry the negative charge and it will forms the anionic molecular ion. And here we have the examples of anionic molecular ion, like we have cyanide ion, like Cn minus. This is the anionic molecular ion as there. For example, an ionic molecular ion can be of two types. Another example for the anionic molecular, we have sulfide. So we have a lot of anionic molecular ions, but the percentage of cationic molecular ions is more. Cationic molecular ions is more as compared to the anionic molecular anions. Next we have the second is free radical. So what does mean by the free radical? Basically, when we are talking about the free radicals, as from the picture is shown, so first of all we must know its definition. So free radicals are the atoms, or it may be group of atoms, and these atoms or group of atoms having an odd number of electrons. So when they have odd number of electrons, they are going to form the free radical. In this picture here, when you have a healthy atom, it is having its valence shell complete as it is having two electrons. But on the other hand, when we have a look on the free radical, as it is having an odd number of electrons, it is having only one electron in its valence shell and the one is missing. So it is a free radical. And always the free radicals are denoted by a dot over the symbol of an atom, symbol of an atom. So when we are going to denote the free radical, likewise if we have free radical of chlorine, then we will denote it like a dot over the symbol. Next, if we have a free radical like a group of atoms CH3, then we will have a dot over there. So this is a simple example for the free radicals. Next, we have the formation of the free radicals. So, how the free radicals are formed? Basically, it is a homolytic fission. Homo mean same, lytic or lysis mean breakage, fusion mean the division. So, when we have two atoms like A and B, they are undergoing homolytic fission. Homolytic fission mean the process that is photochemical process. It is basically a photochemical process, the process that is going to be happen under the presence of light. It is known as photochemical process and there are changes into their free radicals. Likewise, if we have chlorine under the UV light and the temperature we have 523 Kelvin, there is a formation of free radical. Likewise, if we have chlorine, it is having electron, then electrons go there and there. So all this happen in the conditions. We have chlorine free radical and chlorine free radical. So this is basically a photochemical process, the process that is going to be happen under the UV light or in the presence of light. So free radicals are always formed under the presence of light and it is always a homolytic fission. Homolytic means same fission or the breakage is same. There will be no change that the one atom is going to be 2 and the other atom is going to be 1. No, they always have odd number of electrons. So this is the formation of free radicals. I hope you guys understand about today's lecture and if you have any queries you can ask me about it in the comment section and I will get back to you guys soon inshallah. For that time, have a good day and Allah Hafiz.